Now, I first met our next guest about 5 years ago. We were both about 12. I had the honour of presenting him with the Pride of Sport Award for Fundraiser of the Year. He was just 10 years old. Alfie's since grown quite a bit, but has continued to work tirelessly to help others, and here he is now today.
Here he is. After Alfie's dad, Keith, sadly took his own life in 2017, Alfie and his mum, Allison, found themselves without support. So in a bid to help other families in the same tragic situation, they set up Alfie Squad.
Now, the organisation has since helped countless other children just like Alfie, and they join us today as they prepare to roll out their amazing work nationwide. It's so lovely to see you both. I can't believe that was 5 years ago. Does that bring back a few memories, Al?
Yeah, it was good. Really good events, and I loved it.
It was an amazing event, and I think the thing for me is I'm not surprised at all that Alfie Squad is still thriving and flourishing. I'm thrilled that it's going to go nationwide as well, and more people are going to benefit from the hard work that the two of you have put in and the whole team behind it as well. I think the thing that's really, really compelling is it came from such a tough place for you, Alfie, and for you, Allison, as well. Take me back to that time. What do you remember? Because you were only a young lad at the time when, sadly, your dad took his own life.
Yeah, I was only 8, so I can't really remember too much. I just remember feeling really alone and really isolated. I felt like I was the only person in the world who'd lost someone, let alone someone so close to me, to suicide. It's something that's so... It's not unique by any means, but it's not spoken about much, especially like losing a parent. With Alfie Squad, we don't just deal with people who've lost a parent, but anyone. And so I do just remember feeling alone, and like I didn't really have many people to talk to, because like I had a class full of friends, and then I had my family who all understood, but my mates didn't. But I can't really expect much from 9-year-olds.
Yeah, of course.
But I had my family, but I didn't feel like I had anyone my own age or someone who could experience it exactly. Like, I'm an only child. I didn't know who to turn to, really.
And you said you felt guilty as well because your dad was having mental health issues, and you felt guilty that you hadn't noticed, that you hadn't helped him or stopped him.
Yeah. Afterwards, like, when I found out what actually happened, I blamed myself massively. I thought that if I had been a better son, then it wouldn't have happened and my dad wouldn't have done it. Obviously, I know now that that's not the case, but I was only 8. I didn't really know any better, didn't understand how mental health issues and that worked. Yeah. I just thought that if I was being better and if I would have spoke to him more, or if I would have made more of an effort, then maybe he would still be here.
And Alison, the situation must have been obviously so heartbreaking for you because you're dealing with your own loss, and at the same time, it's knowing what to do with your little boy too.
Yeah, well, that was the main problem, that is that I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I didn't know anyone who'd gone through the same situation as us, and I was really mindful of the fact that I didn't want Alfie to grow up struggling with his mental health because we couldn't give him answers. It was just very isolating. We lost friends who didn't really want their children to be associated with Alfie because of I presume, the stigma of what had actually happened. So it was really, really worrying.
Well, it's also that situation as well where you don't want to make the situation any worse either. You want to get it right and you want to handle it in the right way so that, you know, you can minimise the heartbreak for him too. So what did you do?
One of the first things I decided is that Alfie had to talk as much as possible. I didn't want him bottling anything up.
Really?
And that actually resulted in, for the first 2 years, well, at least a year and a half, Alfie would come into my room every night and we'd talk for up to an hour every night so he could let everything out before he went to sleep. And, you know, a lot of it was questions that I couldn't answer, but I decided to tell him if I couldn't answer it, and I would try and find it out. I just wanted Alfie's questions to be answered. But a lot of it, as Alfie said, was down to his isolation, but also that he was blaming himself. That, you know, if he wasn't a better child, then his dad wouldn't have decided to leave him. And that was the biggest problem we had for a good while.
Big hurdle to overcome for you to understand that actually was no responsibility of yours. So where did the essence of Alfie Squad come from then, Alfie?
So it was around... I lost my dad in the May of 2017, and then in the November, I think it was, we were just out, we went to the shops and we met a homeless man and his dog, and we spoke to him for like a good half an hour or something, just talking about everything. And then after that, I realised that I wanted to help other people because I knew that I was going through such a tough time. But then there's other people who are also going through stuff. And so after seeing that, I wanted to like work something out to try and help others. Initially, it was going to be a Help the Homeless campaign, but eventually we decided to go for something more familiar to us. And Alfie Squad's the only group of its kind, so it's sort of natural. It's what I wanted when I was 8. I wanted people to talk to, and now we've got it.
So tell me about Alfie Squad. Describe it to me and all the different elements of it.
So when visitors come to the group for the first time, they expect something that's like somber and people aren't talking much and it's quite like sad, but it's the complete opposite. Everyone's running, like as soon as you walk in, you've got little 8-year-olds running around everywhere.
Lunatics.
Yeah, basically
Good.
laughing their heads off.
Good.
It's really nice. It's like a youth club. We've got how many?
There's 26 in the first group now. So we've got 25 new brothers and sisters.
Wow.
So that group is actually full. We started with 7, didn't we?
Yeah.
And the first week they were all really quiet. They wouldn't talk to each other. And now it's like we're full at capacity and it's like a massive family.
And you do all different activities. Pizza, movies,
Quizzes.
all different things.
Quizzes.
Yeah, we do all different things. So we've done Katumba, which is Brazilian drumming. We've done like a magic workshop. We had a magician come in, do the circus workshop. We do quizzes every now and then, which I always win. Do stuff like a pizza night at the end of each block because we work in 8-week blocks. It tends to be 4 external people come in.
Yeah.
Then with
Amazing.
1 trip and then 3 others inside the session. But everyone's at the point now where we don't need activities and everyone just talks. And
I love that. That the energy in the room, the connection has helped so many. Alison, you've been in the Northwest up till now, but you're about to go nationwide, which is extraordinary.
Yes. Well, we've got 2 groups now in Merseyside that are both... One's, as I said, is a capacity. The second one we started 4 weeks ago and that's filling up. But we've decided until we can get to every region in the country, which is what we want to do, we are starting a national online group. So we've worked out that everything within Alfie Squad we can transfer online because we get so many emails from people saying, can you open in our part of the country?
Sure.
And Alfie's really aware that there's children that really need help because there really is nothing in the whole of the UK to support children. So we're doing Alfie Squad online starting on the 21st of May.
Wow. Amazing.
How exciting. And if people are interested, Alfie, and they want to reach out, they want to get involved potentially with the Alfie Squad online or the groups that you've got in Merseyside, what can they do? Where can they go?
so you can go to our website, which is alfiesquad.org. Yeah.
Little sideways look at me. Check with the boss.
I'm not too well trained. And then we've also got social media. We're on Instagram and Twitter, Alfie Squad. Twitter's mainly just my mum ranting about Everton, though. So
There's a lot to rant about,
Not
Alison.
as much now, actually.
best to stick with Instagram. So we're active on both. And then, like I said, you can send a referral form through the website. And we've got all information about our fundraisers and everything there.
Well, look, it's such a thrill to
It's
see you
a
again.
pleasure to meet you. What a brilliant young man. You must be so proud of him, Alison.
Yeah, he's-
What a brilliant young
From
man.
where he started,
Yeah.
it's gone massive.
Just goes to show what
Absolutely.
can happen with
Yeah.
the support and the group and Alfie Squad doing the business. Thank you for coming in. It's
Thank
lovely to
you.
see you both again.
Thank you,
Thank
thank
Oh,
you.
hello. Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload tons of new content every single day. So hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and don't miss out. We'll see you in the morning.